And we got to come to the conclusion that we are teaching moments for our children. Now, these are the times where we need to tell our children that stop wasting so much food. Stop throwing half a chicken away. Stop throwing a half a plate away where it's enough to feed somebody else. Y'all know what I'm telling you. You need to tell them to eat everything on your plate. Don't get up from the table until it's all gone. Do I have any witness? You see, you need to explain to them now, baby, I can't give you like I used to give you. You can't wear the shoes like you used to wear. When the crease get in them, you can't change them because of the style. You got to wear them now till the holes come. You got to wear the clothes until the pants begin to shine. It's still going to be enough for us to make it. You see, when Paul begins to write this text, he realized in chapter 11 that Paul had to explain his apostleship. And Paul found out that after his Damascus experience, Paul had an encounter with Christ. Some theologians believe that when Paul fell off of the horse, he damaged his eye. So his eye was something ugly to look upon. And so Paul, being a believer of Jesus Christ, begins to preach the word of God. Now the Bible said that everywhere Paul went, there was a messenger of Satan, which means there was imps, there were devils following him everywhere he went. You must come to the conclusion that the devil's not going to take it easy. See, many of you think the devil's going to give you a day off, but somebody let you know that whenever you think you're on the mountaintop, just beware, you got to get ready to go down in the valley. Paul says that everywhere I go, every time I try to run away from this thing, I try to move from one city to set up camp, and as soon as I get things going, here comes that messenger. Here comes that thorn in my flesh. Now, if I do a sidebar, the truth be told, many of us got a thorn. Well, you can see here in that holy all you want, but you got a thorn in your flesh. You got something that you deal with, something that you're wrestling with, something that you're fighting with on a daily basis. Do I have any witness? I don't care how good you look on the outside, the mascara can be in the right place, the weed can be flowing, but you still got something that you're dealing with. You got that flesh that you're not. You need God to move in your life. Do I have any witness? Truth be told, many of us that look good on the outside are crying on the inside. But when the real fact that we are going through problems on every hand. And so for that reason, we constantly pray that God would move our problems. I've come out and said, you notice that God's not going to move all your mountains. He's not going to move all your valleys. He's not going to move all your problems. If it be the case, if he did that, then you really wouldn't have nothing to pray for. All right. You see, if I was never sick, I wouldn't know him as a healer. If my mind was never perplexed, I wouldn't know him as a mind and a heart fixer. So God allow us to go through some things so we can come out with a testimony. We find Paul here in this text that after dealing with his thorn, he says, now Lord, that I got a problem, and the problem is between me and you. Everywhere I go, the devil is entertaining my life. This thorn is constantly coming up, and you need to do something about it. How many of us gonna fell on our knees and pray day after day about the same thing? Lord, I'm tired of going through this mess. I'm tired of going through the trouble that I'm going through. God, you got to do something about this problem. As Paul begins to pray and the request of God went 3 times. Not only did he go 1 time, but the text says he went twice, which means 3 times he goes to God for the same problem. He said, now Lord, I need you. Have you heard me the first time? Have you heard me the second time? How many of us pray and act like God need a hearing aid? God, I need you to move. Have you heard me? I need you right away. And the Bible said now in the 9th verse that he begins to answer Paul, and he answered him